So, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a video talking about, like, man, I'm still trying to work out this new computer system. God, I am so low tech. Basically what I'm going to be talking about is that I've been thinking a lot about the MCU Hulk. Like, the whole thing about it has been, let's be real, Hulk is my favorite Marvel character. Like, my favorite Marvel superhero, hands down. And as much as I love the MCU, one of my biggest critiques of the MCU has been how they've been treating the MCU Hulk, like how they've nerfed him, how he's basically become like a joke of a character. And I don't think, like, Mark Ruffalo is a great actor. Let's not beat around the bush on that. What I mean by that is that in a lot of cases, he is like Ruffalo's kind of treated like a joke for his Bruce Banner. Since, I guess you could say, for a while now, so, like, ever since, like, for years. I think I can pinpoint it exactly in Infinity War. That's the best one. So I kind of thought it'd be a little fun just to, and I know Marvel can't do this because of this whole movie rights thing between them and Universal. So they can't really do a Hulk movie. But I thought, what the hell, let's talk about, like, my pitch for a new MCU Hulk movie. Like, how would a new Hulk movie play out? Because God knows we're not going to be able to get that, so I figured it'd be a little fun to do, like, just as a fun video, like, talking about, like, my pitch, like, what I would do for a Hulk movie. So, this would take place, I guess you could say, like, after Captain America, I guess, like, after the multiverse, depending on how that goes. And Banner has been through a lot. You can say, like, yeah, the stuff with, Doom, and then the multiverse and everything else, but Banner is still Banner, and he's still got his son, Scar. Yeah, we're actually going to talk about Scar in this, and he's actually going to be an important part, because Banner has essentially been, like, trying to, like, live, his Hulk, him as Hulk, and him as a father. It's kind of hard for him. Like, he's trying, like, Scar, of course, was raised on Sakaar, and he's also, like, trying to, teach his son not to be like this, like a warrior. Like, on Sakaar, he was bred to be a fighter. So, and Banner has his own. This would be the movie where we talk about Banner's father, where we talk a lot about, we talk about, Brian Banner and Bruce's trauma from his father. And everything that happened there. We talk about, like, he's been very, like, arm's length with Brian. With Scar. So Bruce is still trying to figure out being a father in his own right. And while he has extended family, he can go talk to, like, of course, Jen. This is going to be a Hulk movie, so we do have Jen. Well, we do have She-Hulk here. And the other major thing is that, again, we are talking about familiar trauma in these stories. So the other subplot is that Banner has been given a lot of leeway because of all the stuff he's done with the Avengers, but him and Ross have still not seen eye to eye. And Betty does talk to Bruce every so often, but it's still, like, again, arm's length with her. And Bruce is, like, trying to reach out to her, but every night something, like, lately nights have been, he's losing time. Like, he's going to sleep and waking up in different places, and he's thinking to himself, wait, is the old Hulk trying to, like, reach back at me? Is he like trying to, like, reach out at me and, like, lose control? And Banner starts to really, like, not trust turning back into, like, his Doc Green Hulk self. Like, he's really, like, he's trying to be more human more and more often. And he has no intention of, like, transforming, because now he's, like, losing time, and there are reports of, like, people going missing, things like that. And even Ross, even though Ross has, stepped down as president, Ross is still, like, keeping it, like, still has connection, because, again, a little spoiler here, Ross is locked up in the raft, but he's still keeping he still has enough tabs and good graces with people inside the government to keep tabs on him. Even, the government itself is keeping tabs on Bruce, because they're like, something's going on with you. So you're probably wondering who's the villain here. The villain's Devil Hulk. Yeah, there is no, like, you know, Stearns is locked up, and this is a personal story. So what better villain to have for a personal story than the villain inside you? So Banner is now battling, you know, transforming into the Hulk because, yeah, I would even have, like, an opening scene where Banner, like that day Banner was talking about, like, merging the brawn with the brain, as he called it, in that moment in Endgame, and in that 5-year gap, and he saw something. Like, he saw something in that change, just something ugly, and he buried it. And that would also be a good explanation as to why Banner has been, like, so goofy, and even, like, why he's been nerfed in terms of strength, is because, like, he saw something really bad in there, and it scared the shit out of him. So now it's kind of like, you haven't been, like, you haven't, like, mixed anything. You chained up the Hulk inside of you. Like, you basically chained him up. What did you think was gonna come out? Like, in what way did you think this was gonna, like, you caged that animal inside you, and it became twisted and gnarly. This is how we explain MCU Devil Hulk, is that, yeah, it was the Hulk, and now Banner has basically been parading in the Hulk's body, you know, for all this time. And the Hulk, the real Hulk we know, the one from, like, the other movies, that one felt, betrayed, because, again, he was felt shame after losing that fight with Thanos and refusing to come out. And then Banner turns around and, chains him up, essentially, to use his body like Shrek. So the Hulk has, the Hulk's anger mixed with, Bruce's own traumatic experiences and things like that. So Hulk is now has to fight on the mental, on the mindscape. You know, we're taking bits of the later half of the Devil Hulk storyline from Peter David's comic that introduced Devil Hulk. We're going to take some bits of Immortal and also a little bit of World War Hulks, because we are going to have, Devil Hulk breaking out, and Scar, and even have Jennifer there trying to, fight back against the Hulk. Would I have Betty here? Yeah. Would I have her be the Harpy? No, that's a little too much. But I would have Betty in here trying to, help Bruce and basically reconcile of who he is. Because even when, the whole story would be, even after everything, you are still, you're still scared of being the Hulk. You're still ashamed of being that monster, and you're ashamed of being a father because you're afraid of turning into Brian. So that's the big story, is that it's a personal story. You have an enemy from within. You have a force of nature inside of you, and how can you stop the enemy when it's in your very brain and affecting your thoughts? Talk about all the stuff we need to talk about with Hulk that hasn't really been touched on. Even during, you could say, oh, Ang Lee's movie did that. Not really. It scraped it. But you can see it was trying to. But yeah, talk about all the stuff with Hulk that we want to talk about and want to see. But we'll never get an MCU movie. So yeah, there's my pitch for an MCU Hulk movie. You guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of it? And yeah, comment below, let me know. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.